Some people tell me they don't like making hot processed soap. This is about 500 pieces of hotel size turmeric bar soap. Now, if you don't do hot process, this person gave me this project and I made this soap 2 days ago. I've been cutting it from yesterday till today. I'm cutting and trimming 500 pieces of soap. If you do a cold process, can you do this in less than a week? It's not possible. Now, these are those that have not yet stamped, so I can actually bring them closer. Look at the texture. See how smooth it is. Let me take it against light. Can you see? Can you get this really with cold process? No. And this is a turmeric bathing soap. It's customized. See the texture. You can virtually hardly differentiate it with commercial one. See the texture. You can't get this with cold process. You can't. So when it comes to some things, hot process is just the deal. See my hands. Since yesterday I've been making soap. And I'm not wearing hand gloves. Even in the making of the soap, I didn't wear hand gloves. It's not chopping my hand. It's not paining me. I even have wound on one of the hands. It's not doing me anything. Everything has saponified, has cleared. So if you're doing cold process, how would this be possible? No, it won't be. Another advantage of hot process is you can easily rebatch. If you are already used to making hot process, you can easily rebatch your soap. Now you see those soaps that I said about 500 pieces. This is all the off-cut I got from it. I'm lucky the off-cut was not much, okay? So I rebatched the off-cut. Look at the pot where I rebatched it. Look at some of the what will I say, I sieved, because you know it is a rebatch. So some of the soap have started drying off the soap pieces. So I sieved it out. Now see how smooth this rebatch is. And from this rebatch, I hope to get another extra soap again. Okay, from that same batch I made. So if you do a cold process, you know you're not already used to doing anything hot. It won't be easy for you to always rebatch and get a smooth rebatch. Maybe your rebatch, you have to add it into the soap batter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying cold process is wrong. No, cold process is okay. But it's just that every process has its advantage and disadvantage. Okay. So one of the advantage of hot process is you get your product fast. Everything I'm doing here took less than a week. And you see this one that I've rebatched now. I've rebatched now. By tomorrow I'll unmold. By next tomorrow I'll cut. And that next tomorrow as I'm cutting it is still ready for me to join if I want to join with this one. So everything about a week. You can't get all this with cold process. Cold process, no matter what, even though there are some cold process that the soap heats up inside the mold and eventually it traces, you know, and looks gel-like. But they said if you're doing semi-hot, or it's not easy to control the conditions in cold process like that if you want it to heat up. Because sometimes it might heat up, sometimes it won't. And it's also when it comes to color, if you can make the same batch of soap with cold and hot process. Cold process will give you a different color, okay, and hot process will also give you a different color. Usually the colors of hot process looks more I don't even know how to describe this thing, but they'll give you a different color, hot process and cold process. It will, like for example, pink. Let's say you do pink with cold process. The pink that you do with cold process will look a little bit more bright, you know. The pink that you get with hot process will look more like gel-like. I don't know, but the colors will look a bit different. I don't know whether I will be able to get a color one day and then show you people the difference, but definitely each of them has its advantage and disadvantage. So depending on what you're aiming, what you're trying to get, you know which kind of process to use. Okay. So thanks for listening.